20. Oh, wait, we're starting, aren't we?
Yeah.
Welcome,
Yep.
everybody.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, man. If only I could tell you what
Oh
I
When the
was
boy.
DM when the DM
uh,
doesn't
to everyone who's hopping back with us, welcome back to the Sad Space Furries. We are going to continue from our adventure last week. But just to give a recap, uh, last session, our group decided it would be wise to use a ship weapon against this heart gate that's the size of an asteroid. And after the shot was deflected and a direct hit back onto the ship landed, and these little veins began started to enlarge and wrap itself around the ship, pulling it in, leaving our adventurers to kind of leave at a hasty pace until they found an opening by one of the aortas. As you can see, they did begin to explore most of the area that's here. The only area that was not covered on this map that you see is B6 because there seems to be a type of door mechanism thing in the way. But we're going to continue from where the players have left off. Due to one of our players not being here last week, I'm going to give a description of each of the 5 rooms ahead of you. So let me see. You have your entranceway, which is B1. As you began to as you began to enter inside of this aorta, you saw that the walls of this like cave-like entrance began to expand and also enclose themselves at the sound of this heartbeat that you kind of hear to the left and right of you. They were presented with 3 different pathways to take. Gunner decided to head up towards Area B2. It had 2 10-foot tall freestanding walls with a bunch of shards from mirrors placed on them. It was at this point that Gunner saw different reflections of himself, looking from different points in times of different accomplishments and disappointments that Gunner have seen, as well as a image of Gunner's father and one of the shards. The rest of the party
well,
decided
I
to
was up there too.
yes, Katina was also there as well. Katina did not see any such things, but continued to stay with Gunner. It was at this point the rest of the party decided to head down south towards B3. Within this room, an enormous head formed from bone and sinew juts from the southwestern wall of this chamber, its features casting a beautiful gaze downward at a square stone altar. The altar bulges at the top, showing a hemispherical surface that is jagged and pitted. Within this room, the characters had a smell of cinnamon and freshly baked bread. As they entered into the room and started to do a bit of exploring, sound could be heard from the B4 area. And as soon as their stealth was broken, these 3 alien type looking creatures, they had like greenish skin, walked into the room. None of them really looking heavily armored or had weapons on them. And just a clip from Twitch just lit into all 3 of them. No questions asked. Combat ensued. Katina joined the rest of the party while Gunner was having almost a battle with himself in the current room. Once combat was finished, they began to explore the rest of B4. This area looked to have several things that looked almost like vending machines located in the room, as well as a recycler of some sort. It was at this point some of the party members started going through the vending machine. Katina began to advance all the way over to B5, where she saw several gravestones as well as an elderly woman with blue and gold colored armor placed on her. And she seemed to just be talking to someone. But when Katina looked around, no one seemed to be present. And was
Like
at this point
herself.
Katina returned, and that is now where we will pick up the pieces. for the rest of this story part.
And with getting the items that I did with that little exchange thing, I'm gonna plug the one of them into my armor, and when Katina gets back, I'm gonna toss her the other.
Cool. What was that again?
I believe it was the sonic dampener.
Yep.
Yeah, a pair of them.
A pair of sonic dampeners, reduce like a 5 resistance to sonic damage. Yeah.
Links posted on the Roll20 chat. I believe that was it.
Yeah. Gain resistance to armor penalty checks when making stealth checks. And sonic resistance 5.
Armor check penalty. I don't have an armor check penalty anyway, so I'm good there. But cool. Sonic resistance of 5.
I do want to also recap for a quick second. We did have something also happen with a toner last session where a toner was in this weird state where he was having almost like a deja vu moment that existed at the first time he met his therapist, but was also coinciding with where he was currently located, just to kind of remind the group and also toner that did happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think we're all caught up. So now this is where I'll hand the plate over to all of you and see what you would like to do.
Well, when Snow tosses me that other sonic dampener, I'm like, cool, where the heck do you get this?
From the machine.
Ooh. I head over to the machine and I'm gonna see what comes up for me.
Okay. When you head over to the machine, you see what looks to be like a gem of some sort displayed on the screen. It looks as if there's some type of magic emanating inside of it. And underneath of it, it's written in Shadow Tongue, which I think you may know now, maybe?
I do.
I think it was only a toner.
A toner does, but I don't.
So there's something written in Shadow Tongue. A toner, when you take a glance at it, it says one spell gem assigned with shared language.
One spell gem assigned with.
Yeah, it's a spell gem, but the spell that's kind of trapped in it is shared language. You would assume in this case it's Shadow Tongue, so it would possibly give another party member that.
Oh, okay, I understand now. I was confused. Like, wait, what does share language mean?
Yeah, it's almost
Spell.
like how like grenades. It's like grenade MK2. Like it's a spell gem, but that spell was already placed.
Assigned.
Yeah, assigned.
Yeah, I thought it was like saying like you can only use it if you share a language or something like that. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, spell gems are essentially just like free cast spells.
Yeah. Don't need to be a magic user to use magic, baby.
Are they like scrolls where they're one-time use and then they're gone?
Yeah, I think so.
There's two different things. There's the gems and then there's something else. One of them is a one-time use, the other is repeated use. I can't remember what the other thing is though. I think it's like a spell
I don't
chip.
know what it is either.
I think it's a spell chip is a one-time use.
So a spell gem that has shared language on it.
Brandon, with my level up, I ended up taking a booster for my my shield that on passive ability it gives me electric resistance.
That's good for me to know.
Because standing now, I have 5 to cold, heat, electric, sonic, and acid.
Quick question: is that on melee or ranged attack or any attack? Period.
It's just generalized to the element.
Okay. That's cool. Did you want me to give a description of B4 since I didn't really go into detail with that for any party members, or are we all okay?
Kind of for the people who weren't here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do it real quick because this plays a part. The northern and southern walls of this chamber are lined with cylindrical machines, each with single large opening in the front, covered by a clear plastic door. A single touch sensor is situated above each of the doors. A small cylindrical machine is to the east, with a wide maw at the top and a hopper at the bottom. A rectangular fountain, currently devoid of water, sits in the center of the room. It is a display of abstract forms and shapes made from a cartilaginous material. Several holographic signs are posted on the walls. The one that is easy to spot by everyone says, "Be thankful for what you receive and return the generosity in kind." I do want to mention Gunner did do an exchange last week, and a gem popped out of the fountain. So that text kind of changed. Was it Gunner that did the exchange?
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Second guessing myself.
That's all good.
Oh, so I just looked up spell gems. Looks like they are one-time use, and you also have to be a spellcaster.
Then it won't work for me.
Here's the spellcaster.
Yeah, I took a screenshot and posted it in the Discord.
I decide not to take it then.
Okay. So you see a button underneath of it, like one with a check mark and one that looks to be of a trash can. Once you press on the trash can, it kind of just shows like a poof of like a cloud of dust on the screen. And if you attempt to press any other buttons, nothing else tends to show up.
Okay. It's all good.
Anything else the party wants to do in this room?
Havoc and Halbjorn, is the spell, what was it, Brandon, comprehend language or share language?
Share language.
Is that spell on either of your spell lists?
Nope.
Oh, I think Halbjorn's gone right now.
Oh no, I'm here. Sorry,
Oh,
mic's a little low. No, it is not on my spell sheet.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll take it anyway, just because
It was
you
already
never know. You can sell it.
it was already trashed.
Yeah. Yeah. So once Katina hit the button on it, it vanished onto the screen. However, you could try to go up and see if it'll come back up.
Let's see. So who all got something? I think it's been Snow, Gunner, and Tina, and there's the three of us who haven't gotten anything yet. So.
I don't know if anyone's given anything besides me.
Usually you select what you want to take, and then you give to actually get the
No,
item.
I'm saying I understand that. I'm just saying I don't think anyone else has done that who has received an item.
Yeah.
I just make sure for my own memory.
I think it was really just us.
Yeah,
it
that
was-
was for you, I think.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Holger will take an item. Let's see what I get.
Javier's gonna step up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I just want to make sure that this item that I'm looking for is something. I had something picked for each person. I just want to make sure this is something you can use since I overlooked that spell gem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. So then this one Looks like it'll still work. Okay. When you head over to the machine and you place your hand on it, it does a bit of a scan. And what displays on the machine for you looks to be a circular device that has this symbol etched onto it, and the display shows it being attached onto a backpack. And the hand that you see attached onto the backpack also straps it onto an arm. Um, this looks the same as, I believe this someone else had this too. It's maybe I'll just say what it is first. It is a null space chamber MK3, I
Ooh.
believe.
Yeah.
What Hunter had.
Oh yeah,
No.
someone
It's
else
like
has
a little
just picked
pocket
up.
dimension.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was Hunter.
What about a builder crystal?
This null space chamber where it
null
was like
space.
you can. Yeah.
Yeah. I got that.
And
It's going in my leg.
So that pops up again for a second time.
It's also what
But it looks
Captain
like-
Snow has in her hand. But she has
I've got
the
so much. This like can hold so much space, baby.
yeah. Mine is like the low level one, but it's like yeah, it's the same deal.
Hell yeah, I'll take that chamber.
It's pretty much a bag of holding.
Yeah. I'll take that shit.
Okay.
Equipment mode.
So I posted the link on the Roll20. Once you place your hand onto the check mark, it pops out underneath of that machine for you. And then the same thing a clouded does kind of pops up on the screen. And it looks like nothing else is displayed on the screen currently.
Okay. Okay, I'm just reading it. Let's see.
Interesting that it stipulates it can hold enough air for one medium creature or two small creatures for 2 days.
Just in case you're thinking about doing
Oh
it.
shit! I just
What-
thought of
what?
something.
That's too small for me.
No, but get this. Both of our rats could climb inside, and when you do the pocket bear teleport, you have
They
two
go
small
in-
friends with you.
Oh my god, you're right.
I'm too big because I'm thinking large.
A bear with two rats.
A spellcaster and an operative. God, horrifying.
Can living things live inside a null space?
For 2 days, it stipulates.
Oh, jeez.
It specifies that they has enough air to support two small creatures or one medium one for 2 days.
I know,
So
right?
It's
yeah.
a pocket bear that pulls out pocket rats. Oh my god.
Exception.
A bear with pocket
Oh.
rats.
Oh wait, even better. Gunner has the other one. The pocket rats go into Gunner. Gunner goes into.
Suddenly, I make one cursed character that loves rats, and now everyone wants their own.
Just turn the into a walking doll.
Yeah, so we could have over
No,
half
Louis.
the party in a single jump from Albion.
Because like you could do the Katina and Havoc in Gunners. Gunner goes into Halbjorn's.
And then you
And,
teleport over onto another ship. I could teleport myself with the dimension door.
Wait, if these are like bags of holding, have that thing, if you put a bag of holding inside a bag of holding, it explodes and kills everything in like a 10 block radius.
I'm reading it. I'm reading it right now.
Okay, we're going way off track. Let's get back to the game.
That'd be too funny though.
And Brendan's like, "Oh no, I just broke the game."
No, I'm just laughing because that was something like I clearly didn't think about. But like for a character moment, that sounds pretty awesome. Like it's just one of those like, man, I kind of wish I was a player for this moment that can happen at any point.
We're gonna fucking rushing nesting doll. Some shit.
We're
But,
gonna
okay,
rush
yeah,
a
you,
nesting doll.
you pick up the device, and as I mentioned, it could strap on to like an arm or a backpack once it's dispensed.
Javier will put it on his arm. And then head over to the recycler, and then let's see, what do I have of equal value, or at least of a decent value that I could give. I'd probably give boy. Wait, let me check the price of this because I didn't write down the cost of some things.
It's the same thing as mine.
Yeah.
Cost
Well,
is I can give it up to you.
Yeah,
50,000.
Null Space Chamber is 50,000. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the cost of something I have on my sheet. I didn't write it down.
Ah, okay.
Because I was like, I'm not gonna bother with the automatic credit and bulk system on the sheet. Ha. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna donate my enhanced camera scanner.
Okay.
I'm
Like, reading through it, you can carry other null space chambers inside, but they cannot function within. So they would be locked in there until Gunner is released, and then he could release them.
So it theoretically could work. It's just not safe.
It's
Oh no,
not exactly the safest, but it is possible.
We have to smuggle the party inside of like an area where they'll only let one person in.
Okay, Halbjorn, you got this.
I am not charismatic.
That's fine.
God. Okay. Yeah. So I will take. Hagen will put his security camera, like detach it from his backpack and just toss it into the recycling.
Okay, you do so. The recycler begins to kind of like grind it up into like these little tiny pieces. Other than that, you just see that like little trail of the item, and that's it. You don't feel any different than you did, unless you was emotionally attached to that.
No.
And yeah, you don't feel any different than you did before you started.
All right. Now I have
I used getting good stuff, and I got something that I couldn't use. That's cool.
And you could always give it back.
Well, I had.
I mean, you also got part of mine.
Yeah, true.
I don't know what you're complaining about, because it is a pretty kick-ass item to get 2 of it.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Did either a toner or Havoc want to step up to it?
Step up to what? Sorry, I got distracted.
To get an item from one of the vending machines.
Does it cost anything?
I mean, there's a sign that literally says, like, what you get, you have to equally give something in return.
But that's only if you decide to take it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
could
only
look,
if you decide to
you
take
could
it.
look for
And we've
free.
also yet to have any repercussions, but I don't know if there are any or not. We just haven't had it happen yet.
There probably is if you decide not to give something.
Most likely.
How
Does it have to be like of equal value?
I should hope not, because I don't have anything worth 50,000 credits on my person.
I guess
yeah,
it
I'll
depends
take
on
a
what
peek.
you consider as value. We talking emotional?
Don't worry, Halbjorn. I'm sure you'll find
Physical?
out as soon as you try and leave the room.
We'll find out one way or another.
Just die.
And to that note, I'm gonna start making my way to the next chamber.
Make a fortitude saving throw.
Oh,
Oh, my worst one, of course.
I guess I'll step up to it just to see what happens.
Okay. When you step up to it, you've seen the same motion that every other player has done before you. So you just place your hand onto it. It begins to scan it. And in your case, this ring shows up for you. This ring that you're looking at looks to be forged from 2 different types of materials, mithril and adamantine on the screen. Although it's grayed out, it just looks like 2 different types of steels. And you can see a combination of both like stars and darkness forged or woven in between the 2 types of I guess it would be twin bands.
wait, what is this?
So that is what you're looking at, but it doesn't give a description to what it does as compared to the others.
What exactly is it? What does it look like? Was it like a band?
It looks like a very majestic ring.
It's jewelry, jeez.
I don't have identify.
You might not be able to use identify on a holographic screen.
I'm back.
I mean, I don't use my handgun. It's virtually useless, but it's always good to have.
Wait, was this one for you or for me?
This was for a toner.
Oh, that was for a toner. Ah.
Yeah, I thought it was, but then you were talking about like, oh wait, I guess this is for her then.
Oh, no, okay. My bad.
When, let me see. I want to make sure I'm reading the description of this correctly.
This is my machine. I fit in the hole. This is my hole.
This hole was made for me. I don't even know where that's from. I just know
From
the
some
name.
like manga anime. I don't know what it is, where or
The
what.
Enigma of something fault. Aragama fault, I think. It's a Junji Ito manga.
Ah, okay.
It is creepy as heck.
I mean,
yeah,
like
it's
most of the
Junji
stuff,
Ito.
yeah.
I'm gonna tie in yours as well as I'm gonna switch up the one I gave for Katina because I do feel bad that I gave an item that Katina ultimately couldn't use. So I'm gonna retcon it and say that you both have very similar ones, just different mechanics. When both Katina and Havoc both stepped up, you see what looked to be almost like a set of beads, all connected to each other. The ones that Havoc see resemble like a red fiery glow, where the ones that Katina see almost have a like ultra bright yellow that looks like bits of electricity kind of flow through them.
Flashbacks to Tomb of Annihilation.
These 4 spherical beads are strung together on what looks to be something like that's magically sealing them together. In the display shown in front of you, it looks as if detaching a bead and growing it will activate the bead's ability, almost the equivalent of like a D&D necklace of fireballs.
Oh, I knew what
Almost
it
in a
was.
type of
Oh,
way.
God.
Where yours, let me see, I gotta differentiate. Havoc's would total to 1 out of the 4 beads, 1 bead doing 5d6 fire, and to Katina's, it'll be, I'm sorry, 5d6 fire, and Katina's would be 5d6 electricity.
For a single bead?
For 1 single bead.
Wow.
That's... So it's 4?
Ow.
Yeah, it comes with a total
Yeah.
of 4.
That would be very painful for whoever's on the receiving end.
4 uses of a relatively decent grenade.
The 4th bead for each one looks like they have a certain like symbol etched onto them that maybe that last bead is a bit more enhanced. Because it looks like if you were to rip the beads off, you would just, it's a necklace you would wear around your character. Where you would take the necklace off looks to be the only way you could slide 1 bead off at the time. So you wouldn't be able to like shortcut it. It just looks like you use the first 3. It would be 5d6 enter type here. The 4th bead looks like it would be possibly a bit more buffed up.
That would be cool. I don't really have anything that I'd be able to give back. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to go ahead and take it.
Okay.
But since I don't really, I don't have anything that would be of equal value, I don't put anything in recycler. So we're going to see what happens.
Okay. I'm going to post what it is. It's the plasma bead, the MK2 version. So you'll see on the damage, it's both electricity and fire. I just wanted to separate it make the both beads slightly different.
Yeah.
So one of them
It's
will be electrical and the other one will be fire.
it's electrical and fire because it's plasma. Plasma always counts as both electric and fire.
Yeah.
So one would be like
So
electric and the other would be fire damage, and not be plasma.
Yeah. I'm going to say that the fourth bead for each one counts as an MK3. So that one will do 9d6 instead of 5. And that's, like your last resort bead.
Yeah. Alright, that sounds fun.
But that's what it is for you too. For a toner, you do see the symbol of the ring that's placed in front of you.
Would I be able to recognize it?
Give me a mysticism check. We'll tie it into that.
A 21 total.
You're getting a real cosmic feel about this ring. I'm just gonna put what the ring does.
I'll be right back.
Let that help decide if you want it or not. The ring itself is called a ring of cosmic alignment. And its ability ties in with you switching between your different modes. If there would be a point where you would go unattuned, you could have that point of attunement stay. If I'm reading it correctly, as a swift action. So if you were to like start with Photon, do it until you're unattuned, then you can use the ring as a swift action to get 1 point already in Graviton attunement.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, because usually you'd have to drop attunement, and then you'd be like unattuned, and then your
for a
next turn
round.
you'd have to then switch to whichever one you wanted.
That's super good for you because you could go offensive and then that whole like switching to Graviton, be like, all right, cool, I could take a hit. I'm not completely unattuned. So that one I was just like, that only applies to you. So yeah, you get a very like cosmic field from this ring that you're staring at.
I return.
Would I sort of get a vibe of like how much it's worth, or
Let me see. This item's ring of cosmic alignment. This item is technically a 11th level item, 25,000 gold pieces. If you were worried about the level or the price of it.
let me look up something real quick.
Okay. While you're doing that, Katina, as you're just holding on to that item, you see a toner step up. Toner's just trying to make this decision of whether it would be worth it to do it or not. And while you were waiting, you feel this odd like feeling kind of pinch you, and I need you to make a will save.
I'll say. Alright, hold on a second. I'll see. That's 9.
Okay, cool. Okay. You feel just for a second, you kind of feel like a bit of shame, just as you are holding on to this item, but then you just shrug it off, and with all the effects from the dark powers that are still in your character, that feeling just like dissipates in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Like one quick second, you felt it, and then it was gone. Any type of feeling you would have had or attachment to items, gone. As this doesn't take an effect on you.
Cool.
Which is actually good. I will at some point tell all of you what that is.
Mm,
I am going to.
Oh, excuse
Wait,
me.
Katina, did you donate something?
no.
No, I didn't.
Oh, so you just yoinked it and dipped.
Yep.
Yep. Because I really didn't have any. I didn't
Hmm.
have anything to donate, so I'm like, hey, you know.
I don't know how I feel about giving up my firearm, but I never use it anyway.
I mean, I could just give you mine. I have two.
And every
You
single
also
one of
just
us
walked
has
away.
guns,
Yeah,
so
I have 2 guns, so I could
All
always
right, I had a
borrow.
pretty. I'm just kind of bummed because I had a pretty decent one. Is the semi-auto pistol elite
Mm-hmm.
with the null space grip.
Nice.
I'm gonna give you 30 seconds, so you gotta make a decision in that time frame.
Yeah.
All right, I'll dump it.
Taking the beads.
I'll take the beads. I have an idea for what I might need to use them for.
taking the beads, leaving the gun.
Yep. Not like I'm using it anyway. I'm a magic girl.
All
What
right.
you're saying is you're a magical girl.
Now shows a
So
toner
I'm gonna dump where the gun needs to be dumped.
in the recycler.
In the recycler. Oh sweet, I'm helping the planet.
As the toner is making that decision still, Gunner said he's going to advance.
Yeah, I'm gonna advance into the
And
next room.
Snow is gonna be
Are
following
you
him.
gonna do it?
Yeah.
As will I.
Are you gonna be stealth about it,
No,
or
I'm
you
just gonna walk.
Okay. So I'm gonna place a toner slightly up since the decision is still being made. I don't know who wants to stay here or who wants to go further in.
I follow the rest of the group.
It looks like Gunnar, then Snow, Halbjorn, then Katina, who didn't say anything to us about the next room.
Well, yeah, I
Pretty sure she said that she did
would've-
that at the
yeah,
end
I
of last
would've.
session.
I would have, when I came back, I would have told you what was going on. Looked like some crypts. There was some old lady in some blue and gold armor looking stuff talking to herself, saying that apparently she's needing to fix something. Something's not working right.
Well, hello.
The people that did put stuff in, did the stuff that you put in match either the level or the gold cost?
No idea. I don't even remember.
I have no idea,
I-
but that's the only thing I could give.
I know I had put multiple things in there to try to balance out with the cost of it, so I have no idea.
I only did one thing. It was a Mark II heat something for the armor. Which I definitely don't think was 50k, but I don't know.
Yeah, I donated like the only thing I had really that was of any value that I wasn't using.
Yeah, I'm still using my arms. Thank you.
I put most of this stuff, or most of the armor and weapons that I took from the bodies we just killed, into the recycler. So
And again, we can completely just walk away if you don't want to exchange.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I didn't give back anything, and I turned up that apparently I didn't have an issue.
I feel like this is the conversation everyone's having as a toner's still at the vending machine.
Yeah, you just hear us from down the hall as we're walking.
Yeah, so when you guys put things in there, oh yeah, nothing happened.
And then Tony's still there, just hears if a fight breaks out.
Poor toner.
A toner will put in his andesite magma blade.
Oh,
Oh,
that would be bad juju right there.
You destroy the
That was a-
recycling machine.
Oh shit!
You left it on.
Not
you
when
put
it's
it in.
turned on. It's not turned on. It's a
Wait, no,
powered
Jesus
item.
Christ!
That's how we bypass it. We just break the recycler.
Mm-hmm.
If you break it, you can't use it, and therefore you can just take.
There you go.
Okay.
That's how capitalism works, right?
You put it through the recycler. It takes a little bit longer to go through the process, but it does so until it's all grinded up into dust in front of you.
I'm starting to feel buyer's remorse, but
I hope that wasn't the blade that I gave him.
I'm not
whoopsie daisy.
remorseful for taking something and not giving
Come
you
back, a
something.
toner. Something looks different about you, a toner. What is it? Did you get a haircut?
Doesn't have hair.
Looked like you lost some weight there.
So yeah, and then I guess I'll take the ring and see if
Okay.
anything happens.
You do so, and you feel if you had any attachment to the weapon, you feel a little bit down about it, but otherwise you're not feeling any other types of effect. The ring fits nice and snug on you. It's almost as if before it came out of the vending machine, you heard kind of like a bit of like a clanking sound, as if it was being measured to your like finger size before it was dispensed.
Did anybody see me like take my thing?
I mean,
Yeah.
Snow and Gunner probably not. Halbjorn and everyone else, possibly.
Okay.
Like the best
I
person would
was
have been
right-
a
I was
toner.
right
since
there
you're
when you
Yeah.
took yours, so.
A toner would be the most likely to see it.
Okay.
And I have a high perception, so yeah, I would probably have noticed too. I'm like, hey,
Since we're going back to, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying, it's like they don't need something back in return. They're just full of crap.
Cut
Since,
to punishment later.
Bad and,
This is
bad
when
and
the
naughty
character
rats get
killing.
put.
I'm
Bad
not
and,
even
bad and naughty rats get put in the pear wiggler.
it.
The Pear Wiggler is
I
an
always
iron
say
meeting.
that. Be right back.
As we head back to B5, I'm going to give the room description since now more people are entering to it. A tunnel opens up onto a small glade of skeletal trees with bony, leafless branches spreading into a canopy overhead. A half circle of quiet tombs rises beneath them. Each small structure is delicately carved from red stone and bears loops and whorls of exquisitely carved calligraphy. 4 are sealed, while a 5th stands open. A battered sword leans next to the yawning doorway, and scraps of rusted metal armor are scattered nearby. And you just see this elderly woman in in blue and gold armor, just speaking. She appears to be speaking to herself. She's doesn't even notice whoever the first character that would be to come up there. Says, "No, this is incomplete. This is all wrong. No." And she's
All right.
kinda just screaming at a high pace.
And Snow is gonna keep close to the wall and try to minimize her profile.
I'm just gonna walk in.
Taking a look at her, I'm not even gonna. The book tells me to do a culture check, but I'm not gonna require it. She clearly resembles a steward member.
Oh no.
Yeah. She has the blue and gold steward armor. It's something that you all would have saw on Jobron when Jobron was mentioning about his troubled past.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of, I guess, put one and one together in a way, or maybe they don't tie into anything at all.
Excuse me.
but she's clearly covered in just this like almost heavy like steward armor,
Mm.
and she kind of muttering to herself, and she when she notices you, she says, "Ah, I'm so tired."
Hi. What are you doing here, if I may ask?
I I don't know. I don't remember. I just don't remember why I'm here. She looks over at one of the 5 tombstones that you see directly in front of you. She says, "No, no. Why did I end up here? Where am I?"
Okay, calm down. You're in some place called the Heart Gate. We're in the Shadow Plane. Are you here alone? What are these graves for?
She takes a look towards you. Hold on, let me follow this up. She takes a look towards you, and she's like, "You're not like the others. Your heart was dark, is dark." She takes a look over. She sees Captain Snow. Takes a look over. Did Katina also walk into the room?
Well, I'm like behind Halbjorn.
I don't think she'll be able to see her though, because like
Yeah,
she's
Around the
down
corner.
around
Yeah.
the corner, and big ol' Halbjorn is in the way.
10-foot tall bear man. Hello.
When she takes a look over, specifically when she sees Katina, she walks over to the 5th tombstone where you see a sword look like it was standing in the dirt, and she goes over to it and immediately grabs the weapon and says, "Stay away from me, all of you."
Okay. We're not here to hurt you. We're just wanting to talk. I promise you, nothing's going to happen.
She places one hand. She keeps one hand onto the sword, and she places another one over her head, and she just says, "Oh, my party, my team."
Is that who you're burying? Is that what the graves are for?
She says, she looks over, she stares at all 4 of them, begins to tear up. She says, "Yes." She says, I've waited for so long to finish my companions' tombs, but I can never manage to do it right. I always find some small flaw in the craftsmanship and have to start over. Again, she starts to like pound her hand into the ground again and again and again and I don't know. I need help.
Okay. I mean, I can kind of tell that, but you're a steward, right? I can kind of tell from the armor. New's the guy who's a part of that.
Yes.
You're not exactly a craftsman. I mean, you've already gone above and beyond the call of duty for your comrades in a place like this. So, how many people do you have in your crew? Was this all of them?
She takes a look at you, and then as she begins to glance over the rest of your party members, she said, "Your mind manipulation won't work," and she raises her weapon, her sword back over towards you.
And
Yeah,
Snow
she raises
starts
it.
leveling her weapon at her.
Okay, you know what? I'm not exactly a magic person. I literally know how to shoot guns, and that's basically it. If this is gonna be such a big hassle, I take off my sniper and throw it to the side, and then take my disc and just throw it across toward it. See? Unarmed. I literally have nothing to do. I have nothing to fight you with. I do not want to fight. I want to help you.
Why are you here for me?
We didn't come here for you. We came here for whoever runs this shit show of a place. We just ran into you because we're going through these rooms figuring out what the hell is going on. I'm collecting these fucking crystals from each room. I don't know what the fuck they're doing in my pocket, but they're there.
So you're not here for me. What about you? And the weapon is now. She like steps in aware where she can see line of sight someone else that isn't Gunner. She says, "What about the rest of you?"
I mean, the first would be Captain Snow. I'm captain of this fucking crew, and I will protect them.
But that is the word.
She,
Protect. Just like how you wanted to protect your crew, I'm sure, during this whole fucking thing, right? That's why you're burying them. You care about them. Just like she cares about us.
I want one of you two to give me a diplomacy.
I have nothing in diplomacy.
you had this great speech. I
If
need you to
only
make
y'all
a check.
didn't split the
I
party
mean,
and left the diplomacy boys behind.
I don't have anything in diplomacy, but I do have in intimidate.
I have 9 ranks in diplomacy.
Having
I
just turns to a toner, just like, do you ever get that feeling where you just feel needed?
So
I-
unless my
Damn
statement
slot
could
machine would have been mattered.
unless my statement could be considered as an intimidation,
Oh,
I have
I
a
mean-
plus 11 to my diplomacy. So.
Well, if one of you wants to step in,
Well, we're at the vending machine. We don't even know
You
y'all are having
guys
this
too.
conversation.
Yeah.
So if we walk in and be like, "Hi guys, what's good?"
yeah,
oh god, she has a sword.
I scoot around and come up behind Gunner, and I'll try and help with diplomacy.
Okay. Give me a diplomacy roll.
Yeah.
Plus
So,
19, plus 86 going to waste.
then maybe you should have hurried up with your damn slot machines. Your 5-cent slot machines at the yoga bar.
What?
You heard me.
God, and I did a roll for intimidate. I did a roll for intimidate too. Because I got an
What was
18.
what was the
I got an 18 plus 15.
That's over 30, I think.
That sucked.
So Katina speaks first with the 13. I did a roll on my end. What does Katina say? Is there like any line that you would want to interrupt with everything going on with?
I guess I'll just go along with saying like, we're here probably in the same type of scenario that you were, and we're not here to hurt anybody unless they hurt us first. We just want to get back home where we belong, and I'm sure that you want to as well.
She looks directly towards you and she says, I don't even know what my home even is anymore. I can't recall anything except that my closest friends died and that I've stayed here laying them to rest. So if you want to speak about anything about going home, and it's at this point I want to say Captain Snow interrupts because your 33 beat my 30. Which is what I had. So, Captain Snow, what do you say?
I mean, Captain
Or
Snow
did
has
you want to say what
her,
you just said?
like, between what she had already said, she's also going to have her finger on the trigger, and the shadows just flare up around her face and start moving away from her face towards the walls. And just say, get on the fucking ground now!
Oh,
Oh my god.
Jesus! You're so mean!
She doesn't get on the ground. She drops her weapon first and says, looks over to Gunner and says, "Protector, right? What will happen if your captain shoots me? Is that protection?" And she continues to stand there.
That won't happen. I will be here to make sure of that, as long as you can cooperate with us. Like I've said before, we don't want trouble, and I want to help you, but you have to meet me halfway.
She says, "Fine." She looks Captain Snow directly in the eyes, drops one knee, and places both hands on the ground. Just continues looking.
Snow takes her finger off the trigger and slightly lowers it, but keeps it at the ready.
Are the shadows still out?
The shadows start receding back onto her face, but they don't disappear into her eyes like they normally do yet.
Okay. Great. Glad we're all calming down a little bit. Okay, can I have your name, please? I'm Gunner. So there we go. Half it done.
Devania.
Devania, great to meet you. So, you've been making graves for your crew, who I am sure, unfortunately, did not make it through whatever hardships you guys went through, and I apologize for that. But, how long have you been here? Do you know?
I can't recall. Is at this point I'm going to say that Atoner and Havoc are going to make their way towards you, because I feel like after that showdown moment, Captain Snow definitely yelled, and that was something that would have been heard
Yeah.
by them. So.
Geez, Havoc. Let's go check on what's going on over there.
Oh, jeez, Havoc!
Oh my god. They just
Okay, if Katina has to step away, that's fine. This is probably like a good part, actually. But I hope your headache goes away.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we can keep you safely in Halbjorn's pocket while you're gone.
Oh my god, you're right.
for 2 days.
Alright, guys. Have a good one.
You too, bye.
Bye, guys.
You're good for 2 days, but we're gonna have downtime for 3.
Continue suffocating Halbjorn's no space chamber.
Alright.
What's it called?
Another new character.
Katina just climbs on Halbjorn's arm. He's just like, this hole was made for whatever the said.
This is my hole! I've been
Pocket rat.
This hole was made for me!
Alright.
Alright, good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
She says, I don't remember. I recall being on a starship. I recall us going to investigate a threat in the diaspora. I remember our vessel crashed in a heated battle with some pirates. And the rest of my memory is a haze from that part. I don't recall much else. I don't recall where we landed when we crashed. I can't remember anything. The only memory I have left is the now, and that's knowing that my comrades, my best friends have died, and the last bit of honor I have left is to make sure that they are laid to rest properly, but I can't fucking do it.
I'm gonna do a perception check to try and get a look at all the gravestones, just to see like names, details, or whatever might be on there, if anything.
Yeah.
That is, with my wisdom, that's a 39.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I have a 23 to perception now.
DC 34 perception check, 39.
39.
Challenge accepted. When you take a look over at the at 4 of the 5 tombstones, 4 of them look as if they've died about 6 or 7 years ago.
Ooh.
The fifth one looks like it's been like tore down and rebuilt like hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of times, possibly within the 6 to 7 times. Yeah, and it's just nothing is etched onto it. You just see the different like marble pieces kind of smashed and put back together, and then smashed and put back together. So it just doesn't look complete.
So who's this one for?
I don't know. I can't recall.
So
I feel like this is the most important one, but I can't. It's not complete. There's someone out there that belongs here.
how did the rest of your crew die, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, once we crashed, the rest was a blur. When I woke up, the tombs were here, and I read the names. It's still hard for me to believe that they're gone.
So you woke
Those-
up and these were already here?
It feels like I just said hi to them yesterday.
Hmm. So you've been here for 6 or 7 years and you have no idea whose grave this is, but you've been working on it this whole time.
She says, "Who said anything about 6 or 7 years? This just happened.
Okay.
Like this all just happened before I met all of you."
Sorry, time is weird in this shadow plane, we've learned, so what seems like just now for some people might be a long time for others. It's kind of weird like that.
I mean, this is 2077, right?
Ooh.
As she says it, I should actually recap that. 6 or 7 years. This is 2070, right?
Ooh. Not where we come from. It's a little time has passed since then.
So you're telling me it's been years?
I mean, it's not just me. It looks like the gravestones say so too. Have you checked them?
She takes a look at him. She says, "This feels like it was yesterday. That's impossible."
Hmm. How tired are you? You must be really tired after how long you've been doing this. Have you slept?
I am beat. Um, it doesn't feel like I've slept. I don't know. This place looks new to me. The walls expanding and closing themselves in, and I am very tired. Very, very tired. But I cannot rest until I feel like I've completed this. That is the code. That is, I must honor them.
Honestly, I think you might have honored them enough. I mean, you spent all this time making sure that they had a proper burial in a place that there's not even familiar to you. You haven't even thought about getting yourself out of here. I think you've earned your rest.
I don't feel like I can escape here. No matter how hard I would try, I don't think I can. I don't think I have the will to leave here.
Well, maybe it's... I don't know, how do I say this? This place is very weird. This whole place has tricks and abilities that no normal place has. I think you're basically trapped here, but you've been building a grave for someone you don't even realize. As far as you've been telling, the whole crew is dead. You're the only one still here.
So then who belongs in this tomb?
I hate to say this, but I think it might be you.
She looks over. When she looks over, you just see this like blank stare. And she just continues gazing at it and gazing at it. You get no emotion, no reaction out of her as she looks at it. She says, "Is this my tomb?"
As far as I can put together, I think it might be. You've been building it this whole time without realizing who you're doing it for. And everyone else on your crew has already passed. You're the only one who hasn't taken their rest from this world.
She says, maybe you're right. Maybe this is my safe haven. This is meant for me. Maybe that's what I need to complete this tomb.
At least I can say that you've definitely earned it. You've shown courage in the face of overwhelming doubt. You've gone out of your way to make sure the rest of your crew had a at least reasonable end to their life. So they'll remembered. I think you've earned your rest, Captain.
She with her sword, she just like overarm it into the dirt. She says, "I think you might be right. Maybe now it's my time. Time to focus on me." She just walks over towards the edge of where the tomb is. Takes a look at your party. Takes a look at you, Gunner. And she says, if someone came to this location asking for me or any other one of the stewards, make them aware that I followed the code to my dying breath. And you see her slowly just lose the will of her body. Any energy that she had slowly just emanates as her body leans forward over this tomb, to the point that the armor begins to weigh her down and almost kind of pull her in. And you just hear from within the pit, "I followed the code. I followed the code," until about 10 seconds later, you don't hear anything.
I'm gonna walk over to her tomb, look inside.
wasn't this pleasant.
So yeah, you take a look. You see the pit. You just see a whole like mound of dirt next to it. But she speaks until she can't no more, and it's this odd
Yeah.
feeling running in the air. The fact that everyone's quiet, it's that awkward silence for them too.
Yeah. I'll make sure they know. And does anything change once that happens, or is that just it that she got in there and that was basically it?
She's there. She just falls into the pit. You're not seeing anything change, not at least immediately at that. When you do take a glance, and all of you see this too, out of all the pits, this is the only one where the body isn't buried up.
Then I guess I start burying her.
Okay.
Snow
As you
just
begin to
keeps on guard duty, make sure that nothing else approaches.
Gunnar, as you begin to bury the body, once you put about like 2 feet, 3 feet's worth of dirt on top of her body, the rest of the party notices at this point, since your head is kind of tilted down, that on the dead branches that was above all the tombs, that suddenly these red flowers begin to sprout out of the off of the branches, and then suddenly they sprout out to the point that it looks like petals could fall, but instead of petals falling, you see blood begin to drip down from it.
Just like, oh, that's no.
And as blood continues to drip down as you're finishing up this process, once you put the last layer of dirt there, one what looks to be like giant thing of blood forms in the shape of a crystal and falls right on top of the dirt mound. A red crystal, or a small red stone, I should say. It's similar to the other two that you have with you.
Oh boy, I'm just getting a collection started.
Gotta catch 'em all.
It's like one of those theme park things. Get it from each section of the park. I'll take that and put it in my pocket.
Get all of them, you can make a wish.
Get all of them, you get a special prize. It's
You
just
get
a
a cup.
coupon.
It's a coupon for like 5% off a drink.
You get one of
You
those.
collect
like,
all of them, you get a
cups.
special coupon to severe chronic depression.
I
have
gonna say,
claimed
I already
time
have
to
that.
disappointment.
I was just gonna say like, you get those one of those cups from the theme parks that cost like $50.
Oh, that'd be too much of a prize. They don't want to give you actual value.
You win 10,000 Elysium bucks.
New Elysium
Oh,
bucks.
fuck's sake.
Oh
Oh,
man, I
for
can't wait to spend this.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I was tempted to put my Elysium bucks into the vending machine.
Oh my god.
I should have. That would have been great.
Elysium
What is
bucks.
this shit?
I wonder.
This is literally worthless.
Wait, wasn't this where the Elysium place was?
I mean, this is the location in the shadow plane where
That's what I'm
in
saying.
the other plane it would have been. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, what if the Elysium bucks would have just been all like, this is good as gold?
Holy shit! This is a collector's item.
You
All right.
stupid idiot! I'm gonna be rich.
All right, I'm gonna get up from getting the thing. We're done here, and start making my way that way.
Snow is
I was
actually going to go
expecting
to.
another lyric. Go ahead.
Snow's just going to go to each one of them and record on her AI core text the names, and then she's going to leave.
As Gunnar passes by Havoc, Havoc says, "Hey, you okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alrighty.
Just a lot of stuff going on here. But we can worry about that once we're out of this shithole. And I keep
Yep.
walking.
A toner will go to each grave and give a military salute to each one.
Oh. Yeah, out of character. That was one of the darkest things I read in the module. I was like, wow. Wow.
Yeah, I vaguely remembered this one because it left such an impact. I'm like, whoa. I didn't remember what the puzzle was, but I'm just like, oh yeah, this gets dark, doesn't it?
Yeah, in the module, I wanted you to talk her into going to the graveyard and convincing her that it was for her. Yeah.
Ugh. Hey, you're
This
dead.
hole was made for me.
Hey, guess what? You're dead. Congratulations.
Weirdly enough, before we even got into this, we already knew the answer because of our dumb jokes. This hole's for me. This hole's made for me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You start with meeting her, and she realizes if like half the party or almost half the party is affected by dark power, she starts as hostile to you. Or if like it's not that much, she starts as indifferent. So I literally start with like, okay, Katina has it. Who else had it or still has it? Okay, yeah, her
Pretty much
attitude.
half the party.
So you had to like talk her down to be able to just like have a conversation, and then it was like once you make the connection or a mysticism check, then it's a DC 27 to convince her that it's for her. And I was just like, I'm not gonna make you do that if you're going to role play it.
I mean,
And-
I love roleplay, and thank God, because I certainly can't talk anyone into doing anything.
Yeah.
Also, I completely forgot to do the level up point thing, so I actually had 34 on my intimidate.
Oh, there you go.
You were very scared.
One more point in making it hurt.
All right,
Snow
so I guess
does the big spook.
we're gonna head for this door, I assume.
When you head for the door, you see that on the door there is 4 like slots placed onto the door. However, you have 3 crystals. Out of character, the only one you did not achieve a crystal for is the room that you are currently in, B3.
Also,
Okay.
hello, Heen, who had
Oh, hey.
said, I heard the Junji Ito reference in the distance.
Hello, Keen. Good to have you. Oh, okay. So
That's great.
I mean, we probably could have come to terms like, okay, each room has had a crystal, or at least I can come to that conclusion. So I got 3 different crystals from each room.
You're
this is
the
the
one
only
gathering
one
all
I
the
didn't do
crystals none of the rest of
anything
them have.
And all I know is that there's a bunch of dead bodies on the ground.
Yeah, there was gonna be a clue, but someone decided to just light a clip at them.
Yeah, and actually, on
So-
that note, I'm gonna be like, okay, so how long did you guys talk with these guys before you shot them?
They were actually willing to talk.
Did you give them a chance?
Seemed hostile and they were approaching when you made sound in the other room.
But did they attack?
I didn't give them a chance to initiate the first attack.
He's gonna like grab the bridge of his nose of the mask. Alright. Well then, I guess we're just gonna figure out what the hell we have to do here by ourselves. And I guess I'm gonna do a look around the room, see if there's anything like odd. Anything like out of place that it wouldn't be like normally in a room besides the giant face.
Yeah, the giant
Snow
thing
is
for the-
actually going to go check out the door down
The
this
door.
corridor.
Take a look at the door. Okay, let me start with everyone who's in B3 first.
Mhm.
how everyone kind of gets to the bodies. Like, what if we feed the bodies to face?
Does it look like the body, like the face would take bodies?
The face that was there. Let me quick check.
Does it even have an open mouth?
Enormous head formed from bone and sinew. Juts. Its features casting a gaze downward at a square stone altar. Altar bulge at the top. Hemispherical surface, jagged and pitted. You did smell cinnamon and freshly baked bread until that happened.
Until there was nothing but black powder smoke filled the room.
Yeah.
It looks like a body could fit inside of the mouth.
I mean, if you want to put a body in there, I guess there's no reason not to. As I continue to look for like anything like, out of the ordinary that wouldn't be normally in a room, a mechanism or anything like that.
Halbjorn's Gunnar's doing now. Halbjorn's going to shove a body into the thing's mouth.
Nom 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 nom. Delicioso!
It works.
I want everyone to actually give me a perception check as you're doing that.
Okay.
Everyone who's in that current room.
That's another 39.
You're on fire
This
today.
dice are one of my favorites today.
Oh, everybody? Okay, what kind of roll?
Perception.
I leveled that up.
Same. Oof!
Yay!
I have a -1 to perception. What do you want from me?
Oh, I mean, that's fine. It's understandable.
I got a
Yay!
15.
The highest I can get is a 19.
Okay. The check was actually really high for that one too. 32.
Oh, that's literally
Yeah.
impossible for me to even get.
That's hard, but I got it.
I'll say so, Gunnar. You've managed to you've managed to see every one of the stones that you're looking for. You have a white stone that you got from the mirror room. You got a red stone, that you got from the burial. You have a blue stone that came out of the fountain. When you take a look at this altar, directly in the center of it, you see it looks to be translucent, but looks to be almost like a darker type stone place there. That's made of some type of material that looks similar to what was on your ship, which was known as shadow stuff. You see where it's placed, but it doesn't look like there's any way you could physically get to it. It looks like it's almost wedged or forged into the stone altar directly in the center.
Hey, everyone, come over to here. I think this crystal might have something to do with what we need to do.
Okay.
So I guess the altar's probably like right here, I assume, in front of the face.
Yeah. That's what I would think.
Is there any other check we could do to try and discern what the besides like it being shadow stuff?
Trying to see. Trying to see, because the fact that they didn't talk makes this room almost like impossible with no hint. It's just one of those like you would have had a hint, but it's not there. So I'm trying to think of a like way to not break it, but it feels like it's in character.
May I make a suggestion?
Listening.
Mysticism, maybe? If it's like
Oh, that
magical-ish? To
Sure.
sort of discern what it's looking for, or if there's something to affect it.
Yes. Go to mysticism.
Okay, well I have none, so somebody else do that.
I got plus 18 to that. So a 20. I rolled a 2 on the die.
A 20 will not beat the DC.
What was the
Anybody
highest
else?
perception that was rolled?
39.
Hey, this spellcaster, you want to try it?
Would a killer like to try? Because I think
he has some
a good
mysticism, right?
He must.
I have a +0 and a +d6.
Oh
What
no!
about having?
I've just gotten really lucky with nat 20s on mysticism effects.
Well, now would be a great time to get lucky on a mysticism check.
I got a 41 on perception.
19 mysticism.
Can they work together? Can they do like a help action?
I know there's a thing called like take 10.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
I know one of my things is a help action, but I can't help with mysticism because I don't know shit.
Okay. I'm gonna tie it into just everyone's role. There's really like no way to solve this without those enemies being alive.
We
Okay.
murdered the him.
So with a combined check, everyone putting all their focus and attention. You point out where the stone is located. In almost like a montage fashion, several weapons are drawn. Tried shooting at the altar, nothing affected it. You tried using different weapons, piercing, slashing, bludgeoning, nothing changed the effect on it. You're getting a feeling that maybe using a type of spell may have an effect on it. Question is, what kind?
Oh,
Hmm.
well, I got lots of kinds. Let's figure this out.
Well, it's made of shadow stuff. So
Mhm.
I don't know magic, but it could be either more shadow or the opposite of shadow.
Let's try
Most
shadow
likely.
first then. I'm gonna use unnerving gaze.
I have to remember what unnerving gaze is. It's right.
The crystal blushes. Oh, a snowy sun. Why are you looking at me like that?
Captain Snow-sama.
Snow summer. Oh god.
Yeah, the unnerving gaze is part of the shadow cloak and frightful ability thing.
The fucking
So it's a shadow ability.
yeah.
You know, we're gonna count it. We're gonna say that works. I think I'm just gonna give the mechanics of this room to you.
I think I already know. I just was trying to let other people solve puzzles.
Because it's really nothing.
Yeah.
Like it was real. Nothing we could have did once it went
Yeah.
up. Does anyone want to take a stab? I guess before I just spoil
Yeah,
this
I mean,
room.
I know. So everyone else, please go and try guess it.
Spell that.
So what do we know so far?
That there's a crystal. It's made of shadow stuff, and that, as far as we can tell, maybe a certain kind of spell will do something to it, but we don't know what kind of spell.
I'm looking at lots of my spells.
If we're looking for a shadow crystal, shadows are revealed in light. Does anyone have the light spell?
No.
I can set myself on fire.
I don't know if that's the same.
I could just shoot fire at it.
Or I have a flashlight. The toner clicks on his flashlight. Well, I'm out of ideas.
I'm gonna try and cast like the energy ray cantrip at the crystal. It's gonna be fire like elemented. I don't know what will happen with it, but we're trying some. Let's see. Say attack roll. Okay, yeah. Trying to take a range spell attack against its EAC. Let me. Okay. Attack roll and then a damage roll of a d3. Good. Let's hope this works properly. Oh shit, 33. It's a nat 20 to hit the crystal.
Oh wow.
33 against its EAC.
Smack the crystal. Do it.
Takes 4 fire damage.
I'll count that.
Oh my
also.
god.
I'll just say the combination of them both, having it being chooken up a little bit, as well as the energy ray being shot at it, pops it out of place.
Alrighty, I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so spooky. I scared of crystal.
I'm gonna give the what should have happened or what should have led up to it
What
happening.
did we murder?
Well, do you want to wait that till after the game so we can keep moving since we have an hour?
Yeah.
You're right. Oh, right. Okay, all right. So yeah, you have the 4 different gem pieces. When you head over to the door, I should have actually had you make a perception check, Captain Snow, for that door, but yeah, I should have had you made a check. But since we have the gemstones, when you take a look at it, it looks like the door needed to be powered by these stones. Not in a very Marvel way where these are infinity type stones, but it's it didn't have something that you could like easily hack into to get it to open, and it didn't look like pure strength would have been possible either. It
I
was
mean,
just kind of what.
doing a quick roll, anyways. I only got like a 24, so.
Oh, okay.
All right, everybody,
It wasn't
let's go.
After all 4 stones are placed onto it, the stones are ejected out and the door slides upward. And you see this chamber that's directly in front of you. I want to see how high the chamber goes real quick.
That is always good to know for the 3 of us that can fly.
Because, exactly.
Where did everybody go?
Because Hey, you turned out the lights.
Oh, very funny, everyone. Now, come on, turn on the lights again. The lights are on.
Uh-oh.
So many
Doctor,
Doctor Who.
we have to go.
Yeah, so many Doctor Who references.
Let me see. The tunnel of the heart gate are 12 feet high, while most of the chambers stretch up to 30 feet in height. So the room that's in front of you will be 30 feet in height. Like more towards the center, and as I mentioned, the walls kind of, as it inhales and exhales, the walls kind of like constrict and stuff like that. But as you open up that gate, quick second while I scroll to the page I need to get to. Okay. A gaping wound in the flesh of the floor occupies the center of this room. It is ringed by a circle of dark metal and electronics that seem to keep the bloody tear open and project a nearly invisible field of force over it. The rest of this chamber is dotted with slowly spinning columns of obsidian embedded with nails, spikes, and other sharp objects and draped with rusting chains. A low moan. It is impossible to whether it is one of pain or pleasure, echoes throughout the area. Its source indeterminable.
All right, everyone, look out for Pyramid Head.
Oh no.
That's not a bad guess.
Alrighty then.
It's a hole of the Xanadites.
No. Not a
I don't even know what those are, but that sounds bad.
Sounds like a bad time.
So I want to know what I guess the marching order is, since this is the last room here. I just want to see who's located where.
I think it looks like as it is.
Okay. Is Havoc gonna?
I assume
in
Havoc is
the
behind
hallway?
us.
Yeah, who?
No,
Havoc-
I'm staying in the middle. Are you crazy?
Are you staying all the way back in the hallway?
So you're saying if the door shuts, you want to be left alone?
No, I want to stay in the middle. There we go.
It's me.
Havoc just hides underneath Gunner's legs.
No,
That's
I'm
fine.
riding on his shoulders.
I want to be in the middle.
All right.
No,
You
I'm
know
not.
what? Get in
I'm
my
joking.
leg.
What?
Get in my leg, and I open up the null space that I hid in there.
Woohoo! No.
Big leg with so much room.
Imagine what cubes.
Bigger on the inside.
Dang, he's got a mini cooler in here. There's sodas in this bitch.
Sweet, a pool table.
Don't tell her. Those are actually grenades.
I
Um,
love these.
I
These
love
sodas
these.
are really fizzy.
That's the phosphorus one.
Does Havoc actually go in there?
Do you? I mean, I
No.
wouldn't have actually done it. Okay, so I guess this is the marching order here.
Okay. Just at a glance from a distance, since I want to say Halbjorn and Captain Snow are probably the most like tech savvy people. Stop.
We heard that.
We heard that.
Awesome.
Savvy.
I get corrected every time I say that in this department.
Like whenever I say basilisk.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
It's really butchered, I know.
Oh, that
So-
hurts.
From a distance, when you take a look at it, it's easy to spot that there seems to be some type of techno magical force field placed directly over that gaping hole. And as you kind of advance towards it, you see bits of electricity kind of sparking off of it. So it looks like it's not just like a force field, but something else could be attached to it. These same slots that you saw on that doorway for the gyms seem to be circled around each part of the hole, the north, south, east, and west part, how we would see it on the map. So, right here, and, left and right. So that's what you see from a distance before anyone would advance any further. Is there anything that you want to do before going any further? That was just taking a look at it from a distance as you walk into the room.
Twitch is gonna stay mounted with Snow, so she has that extra armor. She's actually just gonna extend her wings and be at the ready, gun leveled into the room.
Who has the 4 different?
I guess I would, because I'm the one who had them when I put the door in.
Okay. All right. So let me see. I gotta switch between here and the map. All right. So as you have the 4 stones, you see Captain Snow just get at the ready. The wings begin to extend out a bit. What do you do?
I guess I slowly make my way forward, like making sure to check each corner of the pillars to make sure I'm not going to get sideswiped.
As you look at the pillars, you see that the pillars within this room look to be rotating in a type of way. Just rotating and spinning directly in front of you at like a decently fast pace. As you get closer towards one, it spins a bit faster than the others. Just a bit of a unsettling feeling, but it doesn't seem to do anything otherwise than that.
Okay, then I'm gonna try and push forward again to the shield just to see what I can of the 4 different things, but I probably only see this one.
Yeah. When you step over to there, you would see one of the 4 different slots. So in this case, it would be like the black stone, the one that was from the altar. You see an outline for one placed right there.
Okay, then I'm gonna put that one in there, and
as you place the stone, give me a perception check, everybody.
Oh
Oof,
boy,
that was
we all
actually
know
the
how
worst
good
roll
I
I've
am
had
at
tonight.
those.
That's only a 25 this time.
Only a 25, you say?
Only a
What did I
25.
get?
That's a 2 on my die.
Yay!
Nat
Have a
1.
Just,
That's 7
Oh.
total.
Yikes.
oh no.
I win!
Hey,
I am the tabletop game girl. I am the one who wins.
19 for Twitch, 34 for Snow. Okay, so on each one of these pillars, on every pillar that you see these pods begin to kind of form and expand. They stop spinning and are just now straight up. These pods begin to fill up with some type of liquid, and they start to pulsate. Some of them stretching out from the pillar and almost taking up a space on the ground. You can also see around several of these pillars, like a face almost kind of developing in front of your eyes, as a body slowly looks like it's being formed where some of the pillars are located. One of them being directly next to Gunner.
Snow is gonna take flight, flying about 15 feet up, so halfway in between the roof and the floor.
Snow, as you begin to take flight with your 34 perception, you hear a bit of rustling in the chains up above. And when you take a look at it, what wasn't seen at first due to it being in like a shadow part of the room, you see an individual that resembles someone you saw on the your plane of existence. She appears to look grayed out, but she resembles a Strix. And she says, why is it always the pretty ones trying to ruin the plan?
Oh no!
Oh shit! Oh
Yo, your
shit!
dick is back!
You get to follow up on that date
You
now!
did it!
Hooray!
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Confused.
Oh boy!
Oh my god! Yes!
Fuck.
Initiative.
Oh boy, here we go!
Here we go.
Another 2? Are you kidding me? Damn.
Snow
That's
could
12.
never have nice things.
No, and I feel bad because she was actually supposed to be introduced in this chapter, but when he was like, "Oh yeah, she's hot," I was like, "Oh no!"
What have I done?
Uh-oh.
Like I can't even make it up. The picture that I'm putting in this Discord is the picture that they have for her, and you can see.
Wait,
like,
did you not know at the
in
time?
the module?
So wait, when you did the Barzing, you had no idea that's where she came from was the next module?
No, so what happened was I was like, I'm gonna add a Strix because I was actually thinking of Jin's campaign, the Strix, and then I was like, wait, in the next book there is one.
Oh, it's her!
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, maybe they just won't come back again. I didn't.
So it was just one of those like when they were like connecting at the bar, I was just like, I feel so bad because this is not going to be called out for like a while. And you were just like, yep, I definitely missed that date because we had to escape the cops. I'm just like, oh.
Oh boy.
Methinks you lucked out when we had to dip.
All right, well,
It's still
let's get to it, gang.
That's a fucking kick in the teeth when her first ex died from OD while she was essentially trying to hunt her down for theft. Her second ex was killed in action. Now she's interested in finally interested in another person, and now she has to kill her.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Well, that's how the cookie crumbles.
Snow just can't have anything nice.
No good ladies for you.
No girlfriend for you. Only sadness.
Only sadness. We can't have happy.
We're called the sad space furries. If we get happy, the whole thing's ruined.
We're at the candle tree.
I know. I felt bad once you was like, oh yeah, she's hot. I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
This was a throwaway character to be mentioned later.
Such is the bane.
Get out of here, Scoob.
Such is the bane of all DMs. Just throwaway character. Players just solely interested in them.
Roll like nothing but good rolls when it came to her too. So I think you had like nothing but 20s or 30s. So I was just like, I have to go with it. All right, let me roll her character. Okay, and then let me roll the accomplices that are going to bust out of these pods.
Lovely.
She's gonna be the piece that's out now. That looks like this. The accomplices are gonna be these like elvish ones with the mystic hands that I've been using before because they're just easy for me to differentiate. Okay, that'll be that. I'm just gonna put their initiative for this one. I am so sorry, Jen.
Like,
The
like,
moment-
like we say, you get chronic depression.
Welcome to RP.
No hot women, only depression.
You want happy? No.
You want happy? Fuck you.
Snow just has bad luck with the women, and it's not in the way that most people think.
They like her back. They just end up meeting horrible fates.
She likes them. They tend to like her. But something bad always happens to them.
Becoming a villain or just getting killed.
Dying, getting killed, becoming a villain, and then being killed.
Oh.
What if you just flirt your way out of this? Come on.
Hey.
She does
Come on,
not have the
put the
diplomacy
moves.
for that.
I do.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Havoc just steals Snow's girl.
Havoc steals Snow's girl. Oh shit.
Captain now.
Aw, damn.
Havoc gets jettisoned on the ship next time we're on it.
Somehow, Snow gets another thing of dark
No.
corruption.
Yeah, right.
Jettisons Havoc out up the ship for stealing her girl.
All right, I think that's everyone's initiative.
I'm not on the list.
Right? Oh, is it? Wait. Oh yeah. Okay. I thought. Okay. Let's do that. This is another one of those times where two people got 15 in initiative, and it was resolved by the .04 and the .02. That's cool. The enemies are up though. Yikes. Okay. So out of two of the pillars, you just see these bodies bust out of these pods. When you take a glance at them, the faces resemble people that you saw on New Elysium during your vacation, but they all just appear to look like made of this shadow stuff material, similar to what like your ship was made out of. And as the one that is next to Gunner pops out, they are going to. That one's going to do a full attack. The other ones are going to also advance forward and do an attack as well. So let's do
Let's
this.
see. And, but,
What did you say your
just
diplomacy
a quick
was,
thing.
Jen?
My diplomacy?
Yeah, the boxes are misaligned.
Yeah.
My diplomacy is a 2.
Okay.
Like I said, I do not have diplomacy. I have intimidate.
So, I have ambush awareness. If you're unable to act in a surprise round because you failed a perception check, you can still act on your initiative count in the surprise round, but only to take a total defense action.
I'll allow it.
Okay, I need to look up what that means.
Total defense. I think I had that one written somewhere. Because I feel like in character, I feel like you would have done that knowing, like, if I place this crystal here, something's probably going to happen.
You can defend yourself as a standard action. Starting at the beginning of this action, you get a +4 to your armor class until the start of your next turn. You can't combine total defense with other actions that increase your AC, nor can you make attacks of opportunity while benefiting from total defense. So I basically just got a +4 to my AC.
I made a meme.
Okay. The one that is directly next to you is going to make it's going to make 2 attacks. Let's get second D20 out of here. If one of these happen to crit, that is going to be very bad. 18 and a 9. So let's see. 17 plus 9 is going to be 1 attack. Slashing.
So KAC?
Yeah, Casey.
So you're gonna have to beat a 35.
So 17 plus 18 is 35 on the dot.
Okay, so that one will hit.
All right. So with this attack, you see their hands where their hands are placed. These claws kind of extend out in a very similar, like Wolverine X-23 type fashion, and they just claw into you for. Let me see. Three, four. They claw into you for 14 slashing damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
Okay. Fortitude is going to be a 28.
And with a 28, as they slash through your armor into you, you feel it tug onto like one of your veins, and it hits you for 1 con damage.
Oh,
With a 28?
On a save.
Oh gosh. So I'm down 1 constitution point?
Your constitution was damaged for 1. If you take con damage up to your con level, your character is done.
Cool. I have 15 more of those I can take.
If
Yeah.
you save.
If I save. Well, I mean, that God knows how many they do when you don't save.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 attack connected. The other 2 are going to move. One of them is going to. You're in flight, so one of them is going to go to Havoc, because Havoc is the one closest to the one north.
Oh, shit.
You put yourself there.
I mean, oh shit.
And the other one, I'm going to do an odds evens to see if it's going to double up on Gunner or if it's going to head towards a Toner.
Okay.
I'm going to use the online D20 roller. Odds is Gunner, evens, it's a Toner. It's going to Gunner.
Nice. Can you also make that the attack rolls?
It's only making 1 attack roll, which is great.
Also, how much damage did I take that last one?
14
Okay.
slashing? Yeah, 14 slashing. So I'm going to make 1 attack roll. That's going to not beat 35.
Okay. So I am 131 minus 14.
That's going to end their turn.
Be gentle, Brandon. I am but a squishy lass.
Well, make those saves.
Can do. This one only has 1 attack.
You tap your possum.
A 31 against your KAC.
Yes, this hits.
Okay. So then same thing, a fortitude save
Oh boy.
for this is gonna hit you for 16 slashing damage.
Oh no, it's the end of the world.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
I got a 29 for
And
my
you
save.
also take just 1 point of con damage.
Oh, so that's what we get if we pass. Haha.
Yeah.
Mmm. Good. How much damage did you say it was?
16 slashing.
God, I don't have my
And
calculator.
then okay, that takes care of the minion type creatures. Komartu. Hi. She is going to. You said you are flying, right?
Yep, flying at 15 feet up, so in the midway point in the between the floor and the ceiling.
She looks over towards you. She's still floating near the chains. The chains don't look like they have her restrained at all. She looks like she's there in case, like, if someone wants to charge her, the chains would kind of give her an advantage from any type of melee attacks. She raised a hand towards you, and you just feel this mind pulsing effect against you, Captain Snow. I need you to make a will save as she casts a spell.
Ouch. That definitely takes effect because I got a 9.
Yikes. Okay. Wow. That's
Yeah,
not.
with my dark powers, my will is shit.
She hit you with a 4th level mind thrust. When you cast mind thrust at 4th level, it deals 10d10 damage to the target, and the target is fatigued for 1 round if it fails its saving throw.
Ouch.
With fatigued, gonna have to remind me what that status does.
And this is why I should have put the rest of the conditions on here.
I have the conditions page up right now. You can either run
You
or
are-
charge, and you take a -1 penalty to your armor class, attack rolls, melee
Jeez,
damage
Brandon.
rolls, thrown weapon damage rolls that add strength to damage, reflex saving throws, initiative checks, and strength and dexterity based skill and ability checks. The amount of bulk you can carry without becoming encumbered is reduced by 1. If you are already fatigued and would gain the fatigued condition, you lose the fatigue condition and are exhausted for the total duration of all fatiguing effects. After 8 hours of complete rest, you are no longer fatigued.
There was a reason why this door was closed, because this room is no joke. So it was for 10d10, so it was the 33 and the 28, which would be 8 and 3 is 1 for 61 points of damage against Captain Snow. And that is the end of my turn.
61 points of damage. Oof. It's a heavy hit to my stamina.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I'm going to kick on both my energy shields. So I have the extra 32 temporary hit points. I'm going to move in a straight line just above Gunner and use Unnerving Gaze.
You're going to use it on which? Oh, the one that's directly in front of Gunner?
It affects any of them within 30 feet, which all of them should be in 30 feet now.
Within 30 feet, yes. Okay. I'm going to start with the first one that's closest to Havoc and go from left to right.
I thought they already.
I have to make a will save.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
All of them
so-
have to beat a DC 17 will save.
The ones that are on the ground have a plus 12 to will. The
The
flyer,
chances are they're gonna.
Komarta, has a plus 14. So I'm going to do all the rolls here. Plus 12 for the first 3.
Yeah, it looks like they all win.
And then plus 14 for the flyer. Wow.
Wait, she just meets it.
She just met it.
Ah, she just beat it.
I was like, wait a minute, did she roll the highest possible she could have without succeeding? No, she.
There's this moment where Kamarta's looking at you and she has this look as if she's almost like hypnotized by you. She kind of like licks her lips and then she shakes it off. Just because I feel like I have to actually play her part out as compared to the others.
That's all I can do.
Gunner.
You said Gunner, right?
Yeah, because Gunner had a 17 for initiative.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
we have the 15s.
I thought you said Gunner, and then I was like, there was a long pause. I was like, wait, did he say a toner? And I just misheard.
Oh, I realized my mic's off.
I do that so often.
Yeah, it's not. It's only when I like munch on something because I don't want it to come over the thing. But sometimes I forget to put it back on when I'm done munching. Okay, so I'm going to hit the pack and head up. How far are you up, Snow?
15.
15. Okay, so 10. Move over here 5, and go up 10 more feet. That's possible with the shield thing here.
Yeah, you're able to. You're able to
Okay.
hover above it. It looks like if you were to try to drop beneath of it, that magical field would prevent anyone from exceeding any further.
Yeah, it just sort of is there to block. Okay. Do I have any opportunity attacks done against me because I technically am leaving the field of threat? Just upwards.
2. I was just trying to find the flight symbol. Here it is.
And
2.
luckily I have slippery, or now I have mobility, so I have another +4 to my armor class. So you had to beat a 35 again.
Okay. Plus 17. Die roll is a 7. Other one's a 17. 17 and 17, 34. 35, right, is what I needed to beat?
Yes.
All right. So you escape.
Nice. All right. Because of movement, I can't do a full attack, but I will do a attack.
You said you were 10 feet up, right?
I went up 10 feet, so I didn't hit you, moved over 1, and then moved up 10 more feet.
All right.
So I went 25 total.
There you go.
Or no, I'm technically 20 feet up. It's just I moved 5 feet to get out of the square that you were above me on. Excuse me. Okay. Which one should I target? I feel like I should target the ones that are attacking our people first. So I'm gonna attack this boy.
Okay.
Gloom weapons, so it's magic. Attacks because it's thing. I don't take any negatives, so I guess it's just a plus 19 to attack. Oh god, shit roll. 24 to hit. EAC.
Hits.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay. So I didn't take deadly aim. So that's going to be not my half items, but I still take my level, so that's 12, so plus 12. Ooh! Okay, so doing some math. 6, 12, 18. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29. Plus 12.
41.
Yeah, 41. So 41 points of damage.
Ouch. Still standing though. Ouch.
But ouch. Also, question about the gloom gun that I realized. Because it's magic, is it already basically bypassing any like resistances and or damage reduction?
I've been counting it as that because it was a magical weapon.
Okay, because it just is for my my feet. I took penetrate and attack, but I'm pretty sure the gloom weapon already covers that, so I'll just take something else.
Yeah, I've been counting it as that. So
okay, it's all good.
Instead of you having a waste, not wasted, but instead of take this time to switch it.
Yeah, I'll switch it now. Just to no. Okay, good. I'm done.
Okay, Gunner went. A toner is up.
All right. Sorry, I spent all this time like reading the thing and then I forgot to check range. So let me just do that real quick. All right. So Toner will move 1 step forward. And then he's actually going to go into Graviton Attunement.
Oh, change up.
Ooh.
And he's going to use the new ability that he just got from the level up. He his little crystal, or his solar mote, that is, rather. It's normally like golden, but now that he's in graviton, it changes to like this like void purplish color, and then like it envelops his hand in a glow, and he points it in I can't remember her name.
The one that's floating.
Yeah, our main villain person here.
The crazy X.
The crazy X.
Kamarta.
I wrote it on the Roll20, Komarta, Komarta.
Okay, and like it's enveloping his hand right now, and he like thrusts his hand outward, and then like points it at her, and then closes it into a fist. And when he does,
Ooh.
dark energy like shoots out in a bunch of tendrils and like rushes towards her, and she has to make a, what type of save is it? Fortitude save.
That is super cool. Fortitude. Her fortitude is a +10. So I will do that here.
Ooh, so this is a 50-50. Dang it! My save is a 20.
That's the second save tonight. Wow. Wow, Roll20.
All right, so they go towards her, and I guess they just kind of, I don't know how you want to describe it, if they fizzle out or if she like dodges them or whatever.
She's saving from all these spells, but the one thing she can't save is her relationship with Snow.
Yeah, the spell goes towards her, and they kind of latch on, and then she just kind of like pushes her hands off of it, and they slither off.
Darn. Well then, yeah. Then in that case, Tonari just kind of swears in Veskin under his breath, and then he uses his swift action to use the ring and change himself back into a photon attunement.
That's super cool. Super cool. Okay.
Yeah, if it had hit, she would have been staggered, and then I could have spent a resolve point to turn it to upgrade it from a stagger to a stun.
Oh yeah, that would have been a game.
It would have only lasted for one round, but you can do a lot of things in one round.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, since that failed, I can't do it to her again for 24 hours.
And all of them are immune to my unnerving gaze for 24 hours as well. But it is still up if anyone else ends up showing up.
Halbjorn.
Alright, well. I'm making sure this is an attack. Okay, yes, this is an attack roll. What's the range on that? 30 feet. How far away is she? Too far. So, alright, I'm gonna target this one now. The one that's farthest, like, this, you see I'm pinging it. I'm gonna cast Caustic Conversion at it. If it would roll. There we go. 28 to hit.
That was the one of the two. This one.
It's the one bottom right of Snow. Yeah.
That does hit.
All right. It takes 7 acid damage, and it takes 5 additional at the end of each of its turn for 1 round plus 1 of each levels, which is 5 rounds. So, and
5 damage.
It takes 7 initially, and then 5 at the end of each of its turns for the next 5 rounds. So, and then as I think, and that is all I'm going to do because I'm not moving anywhere out in that field.
Havoc.
Yes, I would like to
Rage.
use what?
No, I'm just like, I would like to rage.
I would like to rage.
Rage.
God, I love Grog.
That's great.
But no, I would like to use a 4th level instance of Infinite Worlds to essentially. Brendan, I do have a question
Listening.
before I forget. These guys are fleshy, right?
The ones on the ground.
Yeah, the ones on the ground.
Yeah, they're fleshy.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be fun. You create a burst of damage affecting everything in the area. You select the type of damage each time you use this ability. For this time, I'll use fire, and it deals 2d6 damage per level of the spell expended. And I'm going to use I'm going to take advantage of the 5th level spell slots I'm going to use. So that's 10d6 worth of fire damage, and everybody in a 10-meter radius must make a reflex save. But wait, there's more.
Most of us.
I was just wondering that too, but go ahead.
Does
There's
the
more.
target?
But wait, there's more. I can use my paradigm shift. Shaped infinities. When you use other worlds, you can exclude up to 1 5-foot square per witch warper level from the effect's area.
Oh,
So I can exclude everybody except for the people I don't want to exclude.
Beautiful. Do it.
So yeah, everybody make a reflex save.
Okay.
Or else we're gonna get tickled with a little bit of fire damage.
The way you said that is like,
Yeah.
oh, I could do this, keep everyone from getting hurt. I'm gonna make a reflex save anyway, because I want to hurt him.
Yeah.
Everyone needs
That's how I took it. I can save whoever I want. Everyone make a reflex.
This is a lesson, so all you'll be nicer to me.
Mads,
this be a lesson to you?
Mads,
That you're all beneath me.
it's a good thing that you aren't making all of us do a reflex save, because I just decided to roll just to see. I got a 1.
Lovely.
Now you know what it's like whenever you go supernova.
Yeah.
Okay, so all three of you.
Hey, I roll badly on those supernovas anyway.
All 3 of Kamarda's buddies make a reflex save, or they're getting fucked up.
I mean,
All right.
you say that, but
is plus
tell that
11.
to Gunner's Singe Stump.
Yay! Plus 11. Actually, none of them make it because my save is
Okay.
just 22.
Okay.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Actually, I lost my leg because of a card, not because of an
Yeah,
explosion.
you lost your leg because of a card, and then it was singed from the explosion after.
Yeah. Just bone. Alright. How
So,
much damage we doing, baby?
33 fire damage, and what it looks like, Havoc just focuses on her hand, and a plume of black smoke and black fire erupts from it, and she throws it directly in front of her. And as the explosion rings out, it just goes past you like you have a shield in front of you.
That's cool. Have every one of your allies shielded during that attack. That's super cool. Did you want to use any movement at all, or you're staying where you are?
Well, I can't cast invisibility on myself, which is what I'm planning to do next.
Yeah, you made yourself a target.
Crispy.
All right. They are going to go. Since now Gunner isn't on the ground
Oh boy,
floor,
they're gonna
the
hurt
one
me.
that's directly in front of a toner, is gonna go. The other one, I think if I full attack, I can't do a 5-foot step. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Yeah, full attack really could only be done with negated movement.
Yeah. No movement during full attacks.
Oh boy, they're gonna hurt me. Guys are gonna hurt me.
2 of them are going to do full attacks, which is a lot as it is. The third one's going to close the gap on a toner. So he's going to move what would be the space underneath of Captain Snow. I'll just do it the other way, but it would be the space next to right where Captain Snow is, but on the ground.
Okay, I made some space.
So like right there. So 3 attacks go into a toner and 2 go on Havoc.
I'm going to. Oh. How are. I'm not going to metagame it. How
You want me to do your attacks first?
how does a toner look? Does he look roughed up?
He's actually only missing 10 HP.
Okay.
He's
I'll
at
use
full
prevent.
stamina.
I'll do prevent wounds on myself then. I'm gonna spend I'm gonna spend a resolve to cast prevent wounds on myself, and that is how many? Prevent wounds 1. I can spend 1 resolve point. We're level 13, right?
12? 12? Am I wrong? Is it 13? It should be 12.
I think it's 12.
I'll make my attacks as you're looking it up. So this is going to be
Are we 12? I thought we were 13.
We're level 12.
Ah.
so with this, I'm sorry, man.
No, you're good. I'm going to prevent.
No, I'm sorry. That was a 20 on the roll.
Oh, so instead of
Oh.
prevent wounds, I'll just prevent that from being a nat 20.
Okay, second one.
No.
19 on the die plus 13, so 32.
32? Yeah, that'll hit. It's gonna hurt, but it's not gonna hurt as much as it would have.
Okay. Your attack to a toner plus 13. 13 plus 19. 32. 13 plus 2, 15. I got another nat 20. Yikes. Okay, that's
You got
not
5
good.
damage.
Yeah, that's not good. Your prevent wounds, that can stop 1 crit for Havoc, right?
It can only stop
1 because it's a bonus action, probably.
It's a reaction first of all, and I think I can only
Okay.
do it. Alternate outcome. You gain 1 additional daily use of this ability at 12th level. Ha!
Ooh. So you have 2. Wait, I guess.
I can expend a use of this ability as a reaction to cause a critical hit against you or an ally within 100 feet to instead be a normal hit. But I only have 1 reaction.
Correct.
And I
All
am
right, well,
Babby and will die in a hit.
We'll find out. You got hit twice, right?
Yes, but neither of them were crits.
And I a 32 and a 34 would have hit a toner.
Yes.
Okay, so the 34 would have been, or well, it was 13. It would have been a 33 because I got a crit on the very last roll. No, we'll do Havoc's first. Havoc is going to take. Okay, so that'll be 16 for the first one. And 13 for the second. 16 and 13 is 29 points of damage. Havoc, I need you to make 2 fortitude saves for both of the attacks.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh. Wow. All
13
right.
and 30.
So, the bad news is the fortitude save that you failed, you take 4 points of constitution damage.
Oh!
Ow!
Oof.
The good news is the one that you pass, you take 1 point of
That's
con
still
damage.
5 con.
But I think that puts you at a total of 6 con damage.
Okay,
Right?
so yeah, I
No,
have
it's 5
12.
because it's 4 and then 1.
Yep.
No, but I already took.
But I think I
already
hit
took 1.
having the round before.
So I have a
Mm,
12
right.
in con right now. Oh boy. This is
A
bad.
toner situation could look worse because that fortitude save, the thing would be doubled. So I need a toner to make 2 fort saves. The first one's going to be for 13 points of damage.
I have 4 stamina points left, guys. This isn't good.
Is going to be for 14 points of damage. So 28 So damage-wise, it would be 28 total. I know when I hit you, an electric shot goes off, so we'll deal with that in a second. But I need to know what the fort saves are before I roll the number for the con damage. The first one would be this one, and the second one would be...
The first one is a 15.
Okay, for the 15, you take 2 points of con damage. For the second one, which is the crit hit, I'm going to wait till you tell me what the number is first.
Well, it's a fail, right?
Yeah, the 15 was a fail.
Okay, so that's... I'm a little bit confused by how the rules work for it.
If you fail, you
For,
get
con
con
damage?
damage, which is just your level and your constitution.
So every 2 bits of damage, your ability modifier drops by 1. So work on just the modifier and not the score. If that modifier drops down to if it would total up, let me see. If your total damage to one ability is equal to your score in that ability, you cease taking damage to that ability score, but you fall unconscious until the moment of damage is less than your score. However, if you take con damage that equals your constitution score, you instead immediately die.
Okay, so it's not the modifier that's the thing, it's the score itself.
Yeah.
So the first one did 2 con damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that counts as losing 1 to the ability modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then that would affect the second fort save.
Oh my god, you're right.
So that's what I was
Yeah.
confused about.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, so
that's
Brendan, tell me when
rough.
to stop with the crit.
So that second one is a 17.
Stop.
Well, at least it's not extreme.
The 17, you take another 2 points.
Uh-oh.
And then how does that affect with Constitution? Because then you're gonna have to do a whole bunch of math to figure out what your new Constitution or what your new stamina is, right?
For this battle, I'm not going to worry about stamina points or anything like that, only because we have less than a
Yeah,
half
we need
hour.
to keep going.
I feel like the guys on the ground you could definitely take out if it's focus fire out of character, especially the one that took a lot of damage already. But I'm not going to worry about any of that stuff. I just want to point out if it does matches up to your con score, it will be deadly and or death for a
Oh,
character.
this is rough.
Yeah.
You also have broken ribs. The target cannot benefit from non-magical healing for 1d4 days.
Oh my god.
That's a kinetic attack, right?
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
it was claws
That-
to the heart.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, and then how much damage was each attack?
14 and 14 total. So
Well, the good news for that is I only take 2 points of actual damage then.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Unless it counts as
And you
magical.
get to- No, it's just claws for them. It's not magical. It's just every time that they're attacked, they're literally like trying to attack your heartstrings. It's almost as if they're literally trying to pull the heart out
They're
of
trying to
your body.
Kalima you.
Kalima.
And then-
Kalima!
Yes, and that's 2d6 electric damage for each attack.
Okay.
So that's 4 and 9. So a total of 13 electric.
Okay, I'm gonna apply it to both of them. Just 13 total, 1 each. And that'll end the minions' turns on the ground. Kamarta's gonna go up, and she is going to. She's gonna cast another Mind Thrust. I'm just trying to decide who it's going to be against. She's gonna cast it at Captain Snow. She's gonna say, "Love hurt, doesn't it? Make a will save." Yikes.
Like I said, my will is shit because of the dark powers. I only have like a +5.
I have a plus. My fort save is now only a +8. So yeah.
Okay, I did roll 10d10 for that, so it's gonna be for 48 points of damage total, and because you did not pass the save, the target is fatigued for 1 round again, and in turn for them both.
You're up.
You're up.
I'm doing math because that takes out my shields. And the rest goes into my stamina. I get how many of my shields back? Alright, 4 more on my shields. I'm going to detach Twitch. So they're going to be on the ground now. I'm going to take a shot at the bitch, and Twitch is going to use that sonic disintegrator.
Okay. While you're doing this, I'm gonna add the 5 damage for the 5 rounds that apply to the one person. So just to make sure that that's said. All right, whenever you're ready.
Great. A 28 to hit the bitch.
A 28 hits.
Alright, that's 66 plus 15. $37 points to her. And with the deconstructor.
Was that from you or was that from Twitch?
That was from me to the boss lady. And then it's Twitch's turn with the shattering cone.
As she takes that attack, I need you to make 1 more will save.
Could just already count this as lost.
Never know. Ugh.
I said
We're
I have
gonna
a
make
+5.
Oh my god.
I have a +5. It's very unlikely I'm going to succeed anything with Will.
As you take a shot at her, she activates her dark power ability, Share Pain.
Ooh.
When a foe deals damage to you, spend 1 resolve point. As a reaction to shift some of the pain back onto that foe. Unless the foe succeeds at a will save, reduce the damage you take from the attack by your mystic level, and the foe takes an equal amount of damage. This is a mind-affecting pain effect. So that did not pass the check. So she resists a bit of it, and you take a bit of it in your brain as she's been hitting you with these mind thrusts. Let me see. I got to see what her mystic level is. But yeah, that's what she is.
Oof.
11. So 11 of it.
We had a mystic.
11 of it gets shot back to you.
If only we got the sun off. could try and mental block her, but she has a fucking plus what 14 to will saves.
Yeah, my stamina is almost out,
All right.
and the shattering cone. Need the two people in front of Twitch need to make a fortitude save.
Fortitude plus 8. 23 and 22.
They both pass, so they take half of 12d6. So they take a half of 47.
47. That's 20, 23.5? 23? Sound about right?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay. Blood begins to drip out of the two that's in front of you. But they are still standing.
And it's recharging for 2 turns.
Okay. Is that the rest of your turn?
Yeah, Twitch can't make any other attack otherwise because decoupling ends up taking the full attack. So yeah.
All right.
Gunner.
So I'm gonna do a full attack. First attack against this die. Does a 24 hit? Okay.
It does.
So first amount of damage is 31 total.
Still up.
Good.
But that's
Luckily, I still have another
Yeah.
attack, which is even better because that's a 16 plus 19. So 6
Okay,
more
hits.
die. Let's see. That's going to be 4, 8, 12, 13 plus. So 25.
25 takes
Nice.
it out.
There you go.
Oh,
You're welcome, Havoc.
thank you.
Doing my best. And that's my full action.
You're doing great.
I made sure not to use Deadly Aim because like I need to hit this boy.
Okay. Toner.
All right. So first up, second point of photon attunement, and a toner is going to full attack this one.
I missed the ping. Which one? Okay, cool.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Why?
Oh no. This is not the session for this.
Oh,
Come
Toner,
on.
you gotta be shitting me, man.
Does anyone
I
have
haven't
a way
rolled
of
well for
re-rolling?
like the last month.
Nope.
For like literally the last month worth of sessions, I haven't rolled well.
Do you have any way of rerolling?
Nope.
All right. Tell me when.
When?
Well, at least it's not extreme. What the fuck is this?
Oh no.
Does anyone have the core rulebook?
Oh
Open.
god, I do.
I have it right next to me.
Page 418. This is kinetic, right?
Yes.
Okay. You contract filth fever.
Filth fever.
Alright, I'm here.
It says core rulebook 418. Fortitude
Filth
negates.
Fever?
Fortitude DC 12. Track physical frequency once per day. Cure is 2 consecutive saves.
So I guess you just have to make your saves because it does say fortitude negates it.
Yeah, Fortitude DC is 12.
Yeah, it says type disease injury.
So make a fortitude save now.
Yeah, it doesn't say what it does though.
It would put you on a disease track, and that would be a lot. Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! I heard the
What'd you roll?
No,
Oh,
that
you
was just
go.
like an awe of understanding.
Brandon, did you burn your
Uh-uh.
pizza?
Oh, okay. No, we was waiting for the dough to thaw out, and it just did. So I'm on suspense.
Okay.
now.
Okay, so I passed the fort save, so
Okay.
I'm not diseased.
Good. You
Uh.
missed out on anything with that card. Great. Now do your other attack before I put my cards away. There we go.
All right, there we go. Yes.
Let's
okay.
go.
All right. I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So that is 5d6 plus 23. So he takes 42 magical slashing damage.
So that one is still standing. You see, he's still under the effects of Halbjorn, but it looks like it's like dying out slowly. You feel like one hit, not even one good hit, one hit will just take this thing out. It's on whatever last bit of life it has left. But it goes through. Anything else you'd like to do? I'm assuming you'll want to stay where you are.
Well, that was a full action, so.
Oh, got you. Halbjorn.
All right. So first thing first. I'm correct my measurements. Gotcha. I'm gonna move up here, and then I'm going to cast Arcing Surge. Make me a reflex save, both of anyone in my line, which should be both of them, and Snow's in the air. So
Okay. Reflex of the first one, the guy on the ground is a plus 11.
okay.
17 total for the grounded one.
Okay, he saves. He takes half of the damage.
The reflex of the one that's flying is going to be a plus 10. And I botched him, so that
She takes a full 35 lightning damage, and then he takes a half of that, which I gotta figure out what that is. So 35 divided by 2.
so she's taking a full 35.
And the other one takes 17. If it's round down. If it's round up, it's 18.
Okay, that one is still standing. It's bleeding out, but it doesn't look nearly as wounded as the other one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was a good play. The one that was flying, Kumarta, you see, her gaze has been on solely just Captain Snow. It's almost as if like there's this weird aura between these two. She just
A
can't.
weird sexual
Her eyes are
tension.
locked. Yeah, some weird sexual aura going on with them too. And when she's not looking, you zap her when she got a nat 1, so she just didn't see it coming. A bit of electricity sparks off of the chains that are near, and she looks zapped. For a second, you see this weird thing happen with her eyes, and then she kind of snaps out of it and continues just gazing at your captain. Give me follow it up with a perception check, since you would have noticed.
Oh, me or Snow?
Just you.
Great.
Since you casted the spell and you spotted it head on. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you saw she did this weird thing with her eyes. You just assumed it was her being shocked with electricity, but and that's it. Easy peasy. Havoc.
So I want to do a thing.
Before you do the thing, because I see what the time is, and after your turn, it would be another round. Do we want to, after Havoc's turn, put this on pause?
Does anyone absolutely need to go to bed?
I mean, I always have work.
Hmm.
Okay. So after Havoc's turn, we'll put this on pause. I'm gonna put a note here to remind me that a toner's on second level of attunement, just so when we continue, like we'll
Mhm.
know.
Okay, so
And also, I guess we have to remember the card that he got, or who's got the card that that they can't be healed unless magically. I think it was a
That's
ton,
me.
right?
That's also
How many days is that?
I don't know.
It was 1d4, so I guess you had to roll.
Oh, I never rolled. I thought someone else was gonna roll.
Oh, I mean, I can roll for you if you want,
Uh,
but it's your
yeah,
fate, so I
but
thought I'd let you have it.
I have a D4. 1.
Cool. So you just can't get healed unless it's magically today.
Anyone got magic healing?
Or wait, I thought it was you can't be healed by magic.
No, you can't be healed by non-magical means.
Oh.
So like, if someone tried to like med kit you or whatever, they
Yeah.
can.
Or if you take
can't
a
take
long
a healing
rest.
serum or anything like that.
Or probably even like a short rest.
Yeah, it had to be magic healing.
Does that stack with the con damage? Because stat to damage only goes away from resting for a day.
I'll
Well,
count it. I'll count it as resting for one day will get rid of one con damage as well as effect from the crit card.
Because
Yeah.
it's not healing. I think
It's not healing the stamina and hit points, which is probably what it's going for more than the Constitution modifier itself.
But Havoc, you're up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
no, you're good. I'm tempted to just take out the one guy, but I also want to try to cripple the big bad as well.
Deal with the issues in front of us. End them. Or do you want to get hit again?
Yeah, the big boss is currently focused on me, so long as I'm still up, she's less of a threat for everyone else.
Okay, yeah, that's
But you do
fine.
whatever you want.
I was already on the verge of just taking them out because less of them means less chances to lose lose any more cons. So
Yep.
yeah.
And with me putting Twitch on the ground, that gives me my extra backup just in case. Because I have abilities with them.
Just unload.
I'll do Jolting Surge too at 3rd level.
Yes.
So let me find that.
Oh, Jolting Surge. This is the touch cast one. Okay.
Oh, it is a touch cast. Never mind.
I cast Arcing Surge.
Oh, I didn't want to have to use Slice Reality, but oh, with Slice Reality, I can target 2 people. Haha.
Mm-hmm.
Good brain.
You could probably take out the 2 that are immediately in front of us.
Okay. So, both of y'all make a Fortitude. Both the people in front of Jubilee and the Toner.
Jubilee's dead is just Twitch.
Oh yeah, Twitch.
$16 and $15.
16 and 15. I did it
I
at...
believe they both failed.
Huh? Hold on.
So,
I said-
good night, Heen.
I said I believe I.
Those actually might be close. Fudge. Where did my class thing go? Ninja Whipper, spellcasting, spells. Class for a saving throw. 10 plus the spells level. I'm going to be casting it at 3rd level. So that's 13 plus, so 18 plus 2, so that's 20. All right. So yeah, neither of them make it. So they both take 2d6. 2d6 damage. It just says damage. I hate. Ugh. So both of them just take 2d6. So I'm gonna. Sorry. 9! Yay! So both of them take 9 damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So they both take 9 points of damage. After taking the 9 points of damage, the one that is next to a toner, health wise, is down to single digit hit points. It's
Wait, how do I? It doesn't. I hate how non-specific these things are because I upcasted it, but it doesn't tell me if I like get a bonus.
what was the spell again?
Slice reality. It just says each target takes 2d6 damage. Nat, get out of my face. It's in the character operations manual.
And you cast it at a higher level than it's.
Yeah, I upcasted it. You can do that, right?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about magic.
No.
That's what Kalani used to be able to do.
So some spells like mystic, mystic, like to cure and stuff, you can cast that at all levels. Some other spells are just set at a certain cap.
Oh, then I guess I'll just cast it at second level.
Yeah, I don't see this as one you can
Improve on.
But regardless, they
Improve on.
still fail. Because that would be 17, so they both fail, so still takes 9.
So
And I'll move
So
back
I'm
a
gonna-
little.
I'm gonna post the mind thrust spell, and you'll see that on it, it has it for like multiple levels. It will say, magic M1, it's for this much, M2, it's for this much. At a higher level, it'll do this much damage plus this effect. That would be an example of a spell like you can cast up with. As compared for that one, that was just a level 2 spell.
Yeah, I just posted all the information on Slice Reality. Yeah, it doesn't look like it is meant to be upcharged.
Yeah, so it's just at level 2 then.
Oh,
That's a
Oh,
shame,
God.
because that's like a really good spell, but you can't upcast it. So it's kind of booty.
This happens. But I guess that's your
gosh.
turn.
That's Havoc's
Yep.
turn, right? You said you're gonna move.
All right.
All right. I don't know if I want to preview what's gonna happen and let that be the cliffhanger.
Go ahead.
Do what you feel.
All right. At the end of your turn, Havoc, at the start of the next turn, technically the enemies on the ground go first, but I'm gonna monologue with Komarta, who's the one flying. She now realized that Snow is now separated, and she says it's about time you got rid of that thing. And you see this like gaze in her eyes, almost as if like she's almost being almost like controlled by something at that point in time. And as she says it, the two people that are floating, Gunner and Snow, you see that underneath of the characters are these like veins that are like a purple color that are placed directly underneath of them, and you see it look as if it's about to drill up into both a toner and now where I forgot the name just that quickly. Twitch is placed.
Uh-oh.
And that is where we will leave the session.
Oh.
Fuck.
Quick, put him in the no space.
Yeah, she was actually waiting